Love the comic.
Yeah.
Love the movie. Love everything about it.
All right, next up, moving away from the Cornetto trilogy, took a little break for Scott Pilgrim versus the World, 2010.
Versus the whole world?
Yeah,
but
him
he's just
against
one
them
boy
all.
from Canada.
From Toronto. I
Just
didn't
one
pronounce
Canadian
the T.
boy.
What is there to say? It's amazing.
It's so good. I love Scott Pilgrim. Love the comic.
Yeah.
Love the movie. Love everything about it.
I know we were talking about him, Edgar Wright, taking his influences from other films and putting them on screen in the first two movies, but I think that him adapting the comic on screen, but using the medium of the comic, like the graphics on screen and the way that it's edited, he still keeps the heart and soul that it was like a comic to start. It's unlike a lot of even other comic book adaptations. And
it's the
so
first
good.
time I can remember seeing a movie that felt like a comic book. Because we had seen other comic book movies at this point, right? Like
Yeah.
Spider-Man had come out 8 years before this. You know what I mean? So there had been comic book adaptations, but they never felt like comic book movies the way that this did. And I don't have the knowledge to be able to definitively say this was the first one to do it.
He didn't go to school for it.
Sin
It's the first
City
one I remember.
as well. I don't know
Yeah.
which one came out first. But I totally agree with you guys. I think when we were talking about with the other movies how it shows how much he loves movies, this shows how much he loves and respects comics and art and that other form of visual storytelling. And that's what you want for something like this, honestly. Spider-Verse comes out and everybody goes, oh, didn't they always make it like this? Like, it clearly shows how it's a comic book and they're making that into a movie. This is the same thing, and it
Absolutely.
came out over 10 years earlier.
And when you think about it, like if you read the Brian Lee O'Malley books, obviously they're comic books, but if you were just a screenwriter or a director, not everyone would make it exactly a comic book.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there are some people who would just be like, oh, I'm going to adapt this the way that, you know, Marvel adapts comic books where it's just a movie with these characters experiencing the plot.
I think, again, we got to shout out the casting in this. The
Yeah.
entire cast is all so good in their roles. A lot of these actors, this is my favorite movie they've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
And even ones that have bit parts, you know what I mean? Like one of those Seven Evil X. Like I think this is Chris Evans' best performance. I love it. I think he's incredible.
It's so good.
He does such a great job at it.
I like the part where Chris Evans is walking away and he's like reading a tweet or something. He goes, oh, no, that's actually hilarious.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so good.
This movie's so funny.
Yeah, it's so great. And it's so well executed by everybody involved. The camera work is amazing. The way that they shoot the action sequences is great. All the performances are great. The music is great. The choreography is great. Like stuff just really, really all came together in such a great alchemy on this movie.
One thing that I know is such a minor detail when it comes to a movie, and obviously I don't know how it happened, but I love that the Universal logo is an 8-bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And it goes back to everything we've been talking about with all of Edgar Wright's movies. Like you said, oh, it's such a tiny detail, but that's his movies, right? Focusing on every little tiny detail to add to the world building, to add to the story, to take you into Scott Pilgrim's world. I think another thing great about Scott Pilgrim is Scott Pilgrim himself. I think that Michael Cera makes this movie.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know of another actor who could have embodied the perfect balance of man-child
Yeah.
for this character than Michael Cera. Like,
Well, that's what I was just thinking too, is that he is not that likable
I
of
was
a
just gonna
character.
say, yeah, it's a tough job because he's kind of a piece
No,
of
he
shit,
sucks.
especially in the beginning.
He sucks. But that's also what's great about the movie is that
Yeah.
you love it anyway, and you kind of love him anyway, even though he sucks.
Yeah, by the end, you're in on it.
like
yeah.
my guy is dating a high schooler.
Right.
Like,
No, yeah, he sucks ass.
Then he cheats on her. Like he's so unlikable.
Yeah.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I mean, it has to be said. I mean, I know it's the source material, but like Ramona's also the best, but she is kind of a manic pixie dream girl,
Yeah.
which is fine. But she's also flawed, which I love. I love that she's not a perfect character.
Yes.
Because I think some people, when they hear like manic pixie dream girl, they're like, oh, it's just like this perfect, quirky character that saves a dude's life. I guess you could boil it down to that, but she's not. Like, she also has tons of flaws. Obviously, she has 7 evil exes, but she also is a flawed character, like even in her relationship with Scott.
Yeah.
Well, she's someone coming to the table with baggage and somebody coming to the table
tired of people
also
getting
trying
hurt.
to grow. That's kind of her goal. She's saying, I've gone through stuff in my life. Like, I have baggage, but I'm trying to be a better person and grow as a person. And that can maybe be with you if you're open to that. But if not, I'll do it on my own. Like, I don't need you. She never comes to it with, I need you. Scott is like, I need her. because she's awesome.
Yeah.
But that's not where she's coming from it as. And I kind of think that that's cool for her as a character.
But it's also a reflection of Scott as a person. Like the fact that he even thinks that he needs someone else to move on in life and like
Right.
be the next thing. Yeah, they kind of wind up together, but like he also he understands that he can't do what he did before moving forward.
I mean, ultimately, it's a movie about self-reflection, right? That Scott does not self-reflect at all. And I think that's why all the theming works so well of the video games, the comic. It's seeing yourself as the main character hero in all of the stories. And he is the main character, quote unquote, hero of this story. But then as the movie goes on, you kind of see that he's not. And he has a lot of flaws. And he needs to look back at himself. And that's why the whole thing of the second life is so good too, right?
Yeah.
Like he gets a second chance to go do it all over again and see his mistakes and actually fix them and try to move forward as a better person.
Yeah,
like
take
that's
accountability.
It's a great message and it's great. It's just so fun. I mean, it's just a premise that's so fun.
And it lends itself so well to have cool production design and costume design and hair and makeup and like the vibe of this movie. I feel like I knew so many people who wanted to dye their hair colors because of Ramona Flowers.
Vibes on point.
You watch some of Edgar Wright's movies and you're like, this is a perfect movie.
It's perfect. Thanks.
And in some ways, I don't necessarily feel like Scott Pilgrim is that film, but at the same time, I connect with it and love it so much, and the style of it and the humor of it and the wackiness of it. When I've rewatched this movie probably more than most movies in my entire life.
Me too. It might be one of my most watched movies.
And I could watch it right now and probably tomorrow.
And I would laugh.
I would love it.
I just love a lot of the influences that it has, and I think it does some really great stuff with that space, and it's awesome.
Yeah, and I think a huge part of it, for me at least, when I watched it, I think a freshman in high school, and it's just nostalgia. Like I was the perfect age for it when it came out.
I probably was the same age when I watched it.
I loved all of the actors. I loved that whole scene. I don't know, like it was just such a moment in culture. And watching it now, it just reminds me of that and gives me that feeling of being young and relating to those characters. And it's got a special place in my heart, and it always will.
I think too, one other thing I want to say is that's the beauty of movies and the beauty of what Edgar Wright does, which is he makes different kinds of movies and different kinds of styles that you could say, oh, I think Hot Fuzz is a more perfect script. But when you're watching the movie, you enjoy Scott Pilgrim more. It's not about being perfect. It's about capturing a certain energy and a certain feeling that directly connects with you or the three of us and probably a lot of other people. I don't know. I think that's the beauty of making different, unique things. And he brings that to the table. He's not making bog standard things.
Did you know that bread makes you rat? Get it? Like bread makes you fat, but a rat, because I'm a rat. Hey, thanks for watching our animated episode on Scott Pilgrim. If you like Edgar Wright's other movies, you should check out our full episode linked up above. I gotta go before they call the vegan police on me.